here we are again. I am using a microphone for my live for the first time. So if you show up, let me know how well I can be heard. If I can be heard. Actually, let's see. hmm Hope that isn't loud. See if anybody shows up. It's a little late. It's a little late, but that's okay. Anyways, so let's see if anybody's out there. Anyways, so I'm heard just fine. I just checked it. I'm good. I'm good to go. I can hear myself just fine. My microphone is working. That's good. Switch back to my account. Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. So if you are joining the live, my name is Zach, and I lived in Thailand from from September of last year until January of this year. Right now, I'm back in the United States. I'm going to be moving back to Thailand on March the 12th. Uh, So right now I'm just answering any questions about people. If you're curious about life in Thailand, if you're wanting to make a move, if you are interested in content about Thailand, I'm also here to take recommendations on future content. Uh, just anything really. Uh, like I said, I lived there for about 5 months. So uh, based off of what I do know, if you have any questions, I'm here to answer. This is only my third live, so I'm still kind of getting used to going live and trying to, have that work out for me. But if you do see this and if you are interested in Thailand content, give a thumbs up. It really, really, really helps, and it would be super appreciated. Also, subscribe if you want to see videos about Thailand. But if you have any questions, I'm definitely here to just hang out and talk. And yeah, I'm going to be making a video when I do make the move. So within the next 2 weeks, I'm going to make a long video about my entire move. I'm going to show the process that I take to get my accommodation. I'm going to go to the airport, getting to Bangkok, getting to Pattaya, showing my accommodation. I'm gonna be doing the whole 9 yards. So if that's something that you're interested in, definitely subscribe. Check that out when it comes out. It seems like most of the time, the people who do join the live have already lived in Southeast Asia to some degree. But if you haven't and you're planning on moving and you have any questions, I got some answers, not a lot, but some. If you're in here, I just got this microphone. My audio has been bad the last two times I did lives. This is my first live with the microphone. So how's it sound? If anybody can answer that for me, that'd be super, super awesome. And as far as time is concerned, it's about to be 11 p.m. here in Texas, and I usually go live early, like 1 p.m. Is this a good time? Is this like a decent time for people to go live? Like I said, it's only my third one, so I'm still learning. I'm still trying to figure out my rhythm. Still figuring out my rhythm. Sometimes it takes a little while for the ball to get rolling sometimes. I'll be trying, see if anybody actually says anything. So I think last time I went live, might have taken like 10 minutes before someone actually commented in the live. So I'll repeat myself again. It doesn't do well for playback, but like I said, my name is Zach. I live in Texas. That's where I'm at right now. From September of last year till January of this year, I lived in Thailand, Pattaya mostly. And I'm moving back to Thailand on the 12th of March. So that's going to be in about 2 weeks. No, sorry, 12 days, a little less than 2 weeks. I'll be moving back to Thailand. So uh, if anybody has any questions about moving to Thailand, life in Thailand, if you just want to talk about it, if you've already lived there or anything like that, I'm down for that. Or if you just want to support the channel, just help me out, you can leave a like as you're passing by. That'll definitely help the algorithm, help me out a whole bunch. But yeah, I'll talk about some of the things that I thought were uh, not negatives, but something that most people, I feel, if I hear people talk about some of the downsides to living in Thailand, it's usually around the same things. How is day to day life in Thailand? Day to day life in Thailand, it really depends on the person, but it's super like slow pace. Like for me, my day to day life, I'd wake up whenever, depending on when I went to sleep, but I usually wake up around 10 a.m., get some breakfast. I really enjoyed being by the beach. I lived in Pattaya, so I would like to go to the beach. I take a walk down Jomtien Beach Road or maybe Central Pattaya Beach. Um, it was really chill. I'm not a big partier or nightlife guy, so I kind of stayed away from that scene. Even though I lived very close to Walking Street, I didn't really go there unless I was meeting somebody or we are going out for that. But it's just really chill day to day life. I think it's you kind of get used to it. I feel like if you like to go out a lot, it can seem like a lot because you're like traffic and getting into like if you don't ride motorbikes or if you're not used to riding motorbikes or if you had never lived in a place where there's a lot of motorbike traffic, I feel like it could be overwhelming in a lot of ways. But for the most part, it's really, really chill. I feel like you have to go out of your way to get worked up, you know? Excuse me. But thanks for the question. Quantavious. But yeah, day to day life is cool. Like if I had to compare day to day life to like here in the States, it's a lot busier. Like for me, like I live in Austin, and even though Austin's a big city, you have to go to very specific parts of the city in order to see like a lot of activity as far as like people being outside. Like if you go to like a very popular park like Zilker Park in Austin, it can be super packed. A lot of people playing and throwing frisbees and volleyball or whatever. But for the most part, when you see like the main streets, it's very empty. You see the people commuting or whatever, but there's not really people walking around or anything like that. Whereas in Thailand, the roads are always busy. There's always people walking for the most part. At least it was in Pattaya. There's always something going on. Always people walking. Always people engaging. There's always a market. There's always something happening. There's festivals. There's things happening on the beach. There's just always something going on. So it can seem kind of like it can seem like a lot of hustle and bustle, but it's really chill if you don't get caught up in all of it. Of course, man. Got any more questions? Just let me know. Like I said, I'm moving back to Thailand in about 12 days. I'm moving back to Thailand. So if you want to help support, I'm trying to build my channel up so that I can uh, use YouTube as a way to finance myself while I'm in Thailand. I've saved enough money to get me going for the first few months, but all in all, my goal is to be able to create content and do that. How racist is it in Thailand on a scale of 1 to 10? I would say like a two. To me, it didn't seem existent. But obviously, that's just silly. There's racism everywhere. But as a I guess as an American, it wasn't like in your face because no one projected their racism towards me. When I did hear people say things about racism, they were talking about like I heard people talk a lot about Indians. That was a pretty heavy uh, like I would hear someone be like, "Oh, I don't like them." But as far as like to me personally, when I walked into markets, when I walked into malls, stores, department stores, anything like that, I never got weird looks. I never got followed. I never got questioned. It was just like for me personally, it was non-existent. Like nobody directed anything at me as a person. But I'm not saying that it doesn't exist, and it's going to be different from person to person for sure. I'm asking as like a fellow black man. Oh well, okay, yeah. Well, then with that being said, yeah, for sure. For me, I didn't experience anything. But if you watch videos, you're gonna run into multiple people who say different things. Your mindset going there is gonna largely play into how racist you think something is, right? Like if you're walking by a group of Thai people and you hear them talking in Thai, but you don't understand the language, and you hear them laughing, your brain might go directly to racism, like they're talking about me, they're, whatever, but they could be complimenting you. They could be talking about liking your hair. They could be talking about anything. They can be minding their own business and not talking about you at all. I feel like when people walk into something with a negative mindset, they tend to take negativity out of situations. But if you go there with like just like that nice inner peace, then I feel like you start to take things much better as far as how you perceive the way other people are treating you, if that makes any sense. But you know what they say, the best way for you to actually find out is to go. So if you do want to go to Thailand, I say just do your research, of course, but take the trip and find out for yourself. Maybe block out a week or two, save up some money, go up there for a week or two, and you'll be able to get a good gauge depending on which city you go to and where you want to be. But for the most part, it's real chill. I didn't do that. I just moved there immediately. Like for 5 months, I lived there. I went from never leaving the country to living there for 5 months. I got 2 new subscribers. I appreciate y'all. I'm assuming it's the 2 people who actually commented, Quantavius and Mr. Keyboard Warrior. If y'all did subscribe, I appreciate that. It really, really helps out a lot. If there's any other questions, feel free to ask. I feel like those are always the big ones. Like as a black guy, how are things gonna go, or how do you think things went? But yeah, yep, yep, yep. My favorite things about Thailand, I feel, um, one that's not very common, something that I hear people complain about a lot, something that I really enjoyed. That's being able to ride around on motorbikes or motorcycles. I never rode on a motorcycle, but I rode on a motorbike, like a scooter, and I really, really enjoyed it. I mean, be safe, wear your helmet, things like that. But for the most part, I had a lot of fun, a lot of fun riding around. Super freeing. If it's something that you're into, I definitely suggest you doing it. Um, it can be dangerous for sure. The fatality rate for motorbikes in Thailand are super high. It's something like 50 a day, something super high like that. If the last I heard of the statistic, but It's something that I really enjoy doing, and as long as you're really like on it, you can't really help other people's mistakes. But as long as you're on it and you're taking care of yourself, it's really fun. Really, really fun. If you're watching this live right now, can you let me know how does the audio sound? I haven't had anybody complain about it today, so I think my audio's sounding much better. The first two times I went live, I didn't have a mic, and I got complaints about my audio, but this time I do have the mic, so I'm hoping that the audio is better. But it would be nice to have some feedback. What does it sound like? Is it fine? Is it loud? I have the mic right here. Is it like moving a lot? Like, is there any kind of like feedback? I'm still trying to get it figured out so that it's smooth. Sounds good. Thank you, Vidalia. I always can count on you to help me out when I'm looking for some information. And thank you for the like. That's my first like. Again, you're the best, Vidalia. You are. You always have been. I appreciate you. Um, I think as of today or tomorrow, whenever I get my update for my when I get my update for my analytics, I will officially have hit 1,000 hours of watch time on my YouTube videos. So that's super dope. 1,000 hours. I need 4,000 hours watched, and then I need 1,000 subscribers. I'm at 775. I need 225 more subscribers and only 3,000 more hours watched before I can apply for monetization with the YouTube Partner Program, which is what I'm trying to use to help me when I go back to Thailand as my motive and my means of income. So I'm getting really, really, really close, really, really close. I'm super excited. Um, my confidence is at a high, all-time high. I'm feeling good. I'm feeling good. I might go live on TikTok. I'm feeling I'm feeling so good. I might go live on TikTok. But right now, I'm really trying to build up my YouTube as my main. TikTok is cool, but I'm really trying to focus on this. So if you're watching this and you want to support the channel and you are interested in Thailand content, subscribe. Also leave a like. Vidalia is the only one to like so far, but leave a like, subscribe. Those things definitely help me out, help me in the algorithm. Right now, my videos on my channel are a little weird. I'm missing a bunch of videos. I used to have a lot of content on my channel, but I was seeing a girl when I was in Thailand. I was seeing this girl, and when we broke up, she deleted a bunch of my videos that I didn't have backed up. So they're all gone. I'm making new content. Right now, my content is mainly here in Texas. My latest videos, my latest, I think 5 videos are here in Texas, but I'm going to be moving in 12 days, and I'm going to be making hopefully daily content. I will not hold myself to that just because I don't want to, be lying and not make daily content. But I'm gonna be looking for daily content while I'm in Thailand. When I go back there in 12 days, I'm gonna definitely be at least be doing daily shorts. But as far as long form content, I'm gonna be trying to do it as close to daily as possible. So if you are interested in that, please, please, please go ahead, subscribe. We're gonna party hardy. I'm gonna leave these live streams for like about 30 minutes. I wanna say about 30 minutes. We're about 20 minutes in, so I'm gonna stay live for 10 more minutes unless a good amount of people come in, or if anybody has any more questions about life in Thailand. If anybody has any other curiosities, I'm here to answer whatever questions. It's really hard to stay talking when no one's commenting. I feel like I'm talking to myself, but you know what? That's fine. I'm grinding it out here at the beginning, grinding it out. I think that's the fun part about starting out on YouTube or starting out doing any type of like live when you don't have an audience really, is that when you do lives, you kind of spend a lot of time talking to yourself. So you have to find ways to continue conversation. But yeah, thumbs up this live. It helps me out. Subscribe if you haven't already. But I can't wait to see some new vids in Thailand, but I'm sorry you lost some vids. It's okay. I was a little upset when it happened originally, but really, it is what it is. It already happened, so being upset isn't going to help me. So all I can do is just accept that it happened and move on. It happened, right? So it that just is what it is, and that's okay. I just got to keep grinding and get back to it. Whenever it happened, I lost like over 500 hours of watch time. I lost thousands of views, but over 500 hours of watch time, and a few subscribers too went with her. But I've gained a lot of that back, and here I am. I'm still hitting my milestones. I'm still pushing through. It's all good. Thank you. I'm doing my best. I'm doing my best. Stay positive. Gotta stay positive. Gotta do my best. It's one of the four agreements. Always do your best. So I stick to that. I have made that agreement. Mm-mm-mm. Yeah. Yes, sir. Have you read that? Have you read the Four Agreements? It's a good book. What is this? Is this a flask? I've never opened this drawer before. It's like a Fitbit or something. Ooh. Some, some interesting stuff in here. What is this? Some Okay, some fishing stuff. Okay. Yeah, it's a pretty good book. It's pretty solid. It's just about the four agreements are just about like I might make a TikTok about it now that I'm thinking about it, but it's just about like the four things, like kind of things that you can take with you as you live life to help you so that you have like more peace of mind. I don't know if I remember all four of them off the top of my head, but I know that there's always do your best. That was the one that I was just saying right now. Don't take things personal, which is obvious what it means. Don't take things personal. Never don't make assumptions, and be impeccable with your word. I like that one too. Be impeccable with your word. So always say what you mean and mean what you say. I do my best to take those four agreements with me everywhere that I go. I do my absolute best to do that. I can't say that I'm perfect because nobody is, but I do my best to live my life by those agreements. Be impeccable with your word. Always do your best. Don't make assumptions. And I just said it. Be impeccable with your word. Don't make assumptions. Always do your best. And I forget the last one. I just went over this and I forgot it already. I'm silly. Hmm. As I draw like the biggest blank ever. Impeccable with your word. Don't make assumptions. Always do your best. I have never drawn such a big blank in my life. Jeez. Don't take things personal. Don't make assumptions. Be impeccable with your word. Don't make. Oh, I just said them. I just said them. Okay, I'm good. I got it. impeccable with your words. Don't make assumptions. Always do your best. And the fourth one. I give up. I give up. Whatever. You've heard me say them. I got it. All right. Anyways, Vidalia, it seems like you're the only one left in here. And so it was a good live. We're 26 minutes in, not the full 30, but I'm going to take that as a dub. I might actually go live on TikTok for a little while. So maybe I'll go do that. Maybe I will. Maybe I won't. I really haven't made my decision yet. Um, it's been a while since I've been live on TikTok, so we'll see. To the other person that just came into the room, subscribe. The seven, the seven dwarves. Oh, I don't know the seven dwarves. I don't know those guys. They're just a bunch of emotions. I think are the seven dwarves and the seven deadly sins like the same thing? I know the seven deadly sins. I think I know them all. There's wrath, greed, gluttony, envy, pride, sloth, and I don't remember the ones I said already. Jeez. That's the part of lists. I forget the ones that I start with. That's Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. Oh, I know what Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs are. I just don't know the dwarfs. I just say I wonder if the dwarves represent um, the seven deadly sins. Cause I know there's like happy, there's like sleepy, there's like dopey. Like it just sounds like angry. It just sounds like they're the seven deadly sins. There's seven of them. I'm just saying, makes sense. If you're just joining the live, I'm talking about life in Thailand. If you plan on moving there, or if you have any questions about it, you know, I'm here to answer any of those questions to the best of my ability. For the 5 months that I lived there, I don't have like years of experience. I'm not like an OG, triple OG, or anything like that. But I did spend some time there. I'm not an OG, triple OG. Well, you just made all kinds of sense with that. Yeah, I mean, I've never thought about it before, but it just like there's seven doors, there's seven deadly sins. They're all based on emotions or whatever, and so are the seven deadly sins. So it just seems like the most direct comparison. It seems like it makes sense. Whether it does or doesn't is whatever, but it seems about right. I never, after all these years, don't take my word for it. Don't look too deep into it. That's just that's just where my brain went. I'm sure that you can find something on it on Google. I've never heard anybody compare them to the seven deadly sins. I don't think I have, at least. I might have picked that up somewhere and just don't remember. But you know, I think it makes sense. It makes sense. Anyways, we are wrapping up. We're about 30 minutes in. Like I said, I was going to let this live run for about 30 minutes. I see that there are other people in the live. If you have any questions about Thailand or anything like that, then go ahead and ask them if you'd like. But if not, then I'm going to jump off of this live and call it a day. If you are interested in more content about Thailand, I'm going to be moving back in 12 days. I'm going to be moving back to Thailand. So go ahead and subscribe to see more videos. I'm going to make more videos in the future. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. All right. I'm not seeing anything, so we're gonna call that a success. Call that a night. All right, Vidali. I hope you have a good night. I might go to TikTok for like 10 minutes and see if anything comes from that. But yeah, have a great rest of your evening. See you again soon. Bye.